begin our recording, and let's begin our adventure today. I probably should have said all that stuff on the recording. So, briefly, there's no way we can, at our current battle level, do the stuff they want us to do in that battle. So, we're not going to. We have to level up a bit, so there you have it. Alright, should I learn potions, or continue to practice what I already know? Try something new, man. Should you learn hexes? Or continue with the current studies? Yeah, why not hexes? Sound decent. The Ring of the Patient Ear? Was that... See, I feel like we're going to be replacing McGrady at some point, so I don't know if I want to give him stuff. And I think I wanted to use the ring, didn't I? Or did I get something else that I wanted to use? I don't remember. I don't recall. But why? So how about your Bracelet of Grafting? Yeah, you can have that one. Alright. Hey, Arash, you look bored. Let's go find some landworm carapace. Okay. Yeah, I know. What else do you guys want? Astro Alloy. Go fight. Alright. We're done? We're good? Alright. So, where did we not finish up? Yeah, I know. We can't afford to waste another minute. But if we don't, we're going to all die a horrible, horrible, awful, awful death. So we're going to waste another minute. There's the fourth path there. We have Melfina. There's stuff to do there. Baltarosa we didn't finish. I think we finished Illusion. New More Mines. Let's go to the New More Mines. Why not? There should be some fun stuff to kill in here. Maybe. I don't think I can make it to those guys. I'm just gonna... I won't be able to make it. I'll get right close to them and then I'll have to stop and then I'll be frustrated and irritated, so I'm just not gonna do it. These things are significantly weaker. You know, I actually think we should maybe go to the Heroic Ramparts. This might be too low for us.
You really did. Attack them from that flank.
With the goal, I mean, we're still going to level up decently, like we always seem to. I should be doing side quests instead of just grinding. Oh, I wanted to come here and see if I couldn't get some of the items. I thought this place had the landworms too, so that's one of the reasons I came here. But I actually think the place that has landworms is the northeast place. Sorry, not all the way northeast. Blackdale. That place? Or Dillmore? I think it was Blackdale. Well, either way, let's check Athlum again. We'll just go quickly to each of the different places that have quests, and we'll see if there's anything there. This place is Warrior's Honor, so on and so forth. So, we'll figure it out. We will figure it out. She's faster at figuring things out. Ah, lure each other into traps, yes. Stand there. Okay. Ah, you drop something on him and kill him. Yeah. We beat Portal 2 with... I beat Portal 2 with Splooch, I know. Shocking, to be sure. Alright, there's nothing here for us. Let's just leave this place. Hey, Maid Marian. Welcome to the stream, as always. Alright, I just think we're going to go to Baltarosa. There's tons of stuff to still do here. Let's just do it. Okay. Hey, you're the guy that we have, I think. Yeah, Cademan. Glory to the Falcons! Hello, Rush. What? Is it that rare for a Sovani to speak to you? Not rare, per se. Because, like, oh, I missed. Because we have our own Sovani who talks to us all the time. His name is Torgal. Thank you very much. Okay, so, tons of people. What do you have for me? Baltarosa is looking for men of action to assist in battle. I stress that this is an opportunity strictly for the experienced. If you have confidence in your abilities, come to Baltarosa Castle and speak with the Chief of Staff. He will tell you what you need to know. Seems legit. Conspiracy Theory Nut. Did I deliver the letter this guy wanted me to do? I think I did. Oh no, this is the Remembrance guy. Oh, it's the one I remember again. You look like you have something for me. 3 somethings even. Yep, here you go. That looks familiar, huh? This blade, it's as if it were made for my hand. What a feeling! Surely no other sword would do. I must have been a great warrior with this weapon. That book, looks familiar. This is my handwriting. This must be my journal. The pages are filled with formulas and worn with use. I think I was so studious. And the belt. The belt! It looks so old. No. Call it experienced. Yes, putting it on made me feel as if I overflowed with strength. These 3 things. Can I have them? Sure. And then you're going to stare at me randomly? Thanks. Yes, I remember. My father was a famed sage. I admired him since I was a boy and studied for years to match even a fraction of his skill. But then came the accident. My father was killed. It was too much for me to bear. I lost control of my faculties, my memories as well. So that's who I am. Oh, I really should give you something. Yes, take this. The Stacked Attack. Thanks to your help, I've been able to remember how I've lived and how I've come to where I am today. But the past is not everything. From now on, I must find a way to live in my present. That said, I believe it's well past time to get started. Thank you, Rush. Someday we may meet again. Sweet. Alright, what in the world did you give me, buddy? Alright, so it's a new thingy. I mean, that's what I figured it was anyway, but... Stacked Attack, it's the 3rd one here. Apparently the Cup of Celipole and the Stacked Attack are the same as the Arrow of Athlum. Okay. Improves attack of outer wall and defense of inner wall. Okay. Interesting. So if you have more magic casty people, that's interesting. Alright, well I'm not really going to play around with that one yet, but it is interesting. What's up, Paris? Are you the one with the note or something? Oh, my flag thing has gone crazy again. Rush, it's been quite a while. I have another favor to ask of you. East of Baltarosa, deep below the Great Sand Sea, lives a very kind old seer. Charlotte and I would appreciate it if you would escort us to him. Sure. I hate to involve you in our personal intrigues yet again, but you have my gratitude. Our parents refuse to acknowledge our love. Throughout the time we've been kept apart, we've communicated in secret. But now we are tired of all this cloak and dagger, keeping our true feelings in the shadows, as if we are shamed by such a thing. We've decided to elope. The seer has agreed to keep us for a short time. Afterwards, we'll flee to someplace far, somewhere we may be together. Let us make our way to the great subterrane. You are the only man I can trust, Rush. Know that I appreciate this. How does your knee feel? I've been slapping you with my flag that's somehow flopped through the middle of my body and is rapidly vibrating your knee. It's weird, I know, but does it feel good? Does it hurt? Does it make you antsy to go? That was the goal, is, get you excited and eager to go. Just saying. Ouch. Oh, I hate this place. I hate this place. The seer lives further within. It should be a simple matter to hide out for a while in a place like this. Paris, wait, please. I'm worried, Paris. Is running away like this truly the right thing to do? Charlotte, what's come over you all of a sudden? This was your idea to begin with. I know, and I deeply believe, as the seer says, that with you I will find true happiness, but still, Paris, what about Mother? Will she be able to share in our joy, or will it be the opposite? What of your father? There is no need to worry. Who's there? By ridding the world of the 2 of you, our organization will be able to spread joy to many, many people. You guys really should meet in person. Charlotte! That voice, that's the seer. We've got to go after him. Right, thank you. The seer's home is further in. We must hurry and save Charlotte. Oh, goody. Oh, goody. Multiple paths. Always super fun. Damn. Aw. I done got hit. Oh, you're calling friends. Nice. You got blacked out, nerd.
More of them? This is bad.
Is it though? That is actually a fair amount of baddies.
Huh. 'Tis just a wisp of a thing.
Back them up. Just kill everything. They're dead. They're all dead. Well, make them all dead. Come on. There it is. Well, he's really good at getting knocked out. Maybe. Wow, that was a weird voice. He should probably, like, invest in a helmet or something, I would say.
How you like that?
How you like them apples? Got it.
Be careful.
Be careful. You might get killed if you're not careful. I think we'll be okay.
We should strike at their flank.
Yeah, you should. Get that morale back on our side, Pagus. Pagus. So, my wife found out today, allegedly, Amazon Prime, with the movie service and all the other shows and stuff that they have in the US, it was unavailable in Canada until apparently last year, maybe late in the year. They finally brought it to Canada, so that might be something we'll eventually end up getting. Because I hear they have Psych on it.
Beast shall be facing me.
Totally worth it. If only for just that, it's worth it. 'Cause I could literally watch Psych every day and not be sad about the time wasted.
Excellent.
Or spent, I should say.
A
Definitely
new
not wasted.
mystic art. What a glorious day.
Alright, we became some sort of a weird marauder, I think. I just saw there. And that's okay. Alright, let's go see if this is the right place or if we have to go to some other part of the labyrinth. If I recall correctly, usually these things show up. Okay, guess I'm gonna go to the other part of the labyrinth. It's pretty decent. It doesn't have everything that the US Netflix does, but it's still got a lot of it. It tends to, let's see, what was it? It tends to have more movies quicker than US Netflix, and it tends to have different shows. And I'm not sure if it has different, like, more shows. I think the American Netflix just has more in general. But the Canadian one's not too bad. There were things that I, of course, wanted to watch that were from American Netflix, but I couldn't because Canada hated me.
You beast shall be facing
Like, I finished it actually the last time I was on vacation in Florida, visiting my family. But I never finished watching Burn Notice, and I really liked that show back in the day. So I finally got to see how that all closed out and ended. It was good. And there were a few others, but yeah. Yeah. They just tend to have different things in general. I mean, a lot of it's the same, but some of it's different. I feel like we didn't do much in that group there. Well, what happened? Did somebody get knocked out early? I don't know.
This isn't even worth my time.
It's really not. It's really not worth your time. Poor little Violet. She's so weak. It's just another option to get more stuff in general. The package for the US,
It's just a wisp of a thing.
they had a movie library, they had like 2-day delivery from Amazon. I think they had something with music. I'm not sure what the thing with music, but they also had a lender's library. So you could actually download a book for however long and then like return it basically through like the Kindle application, and that's what I used to do like ebooks and everything. So there were like thousands of choices, and if you had an Amazon Prime, you would go through in the store and it would say, hey, you know, it's free for Amazon Prime. So you would go and you would do that, and then you'd be able to like return the book after you're done reading it. And there goes, you know, just like we talked about racing yesterday. I go through stages and phases where I enjoy racing games. Same thing holds true. Actually, no, I want to back out of that. Same thing holds true for reading. I'll go through big periods of time where I just read a whole bunch of stuff, and then I'll go through other times where I don't read anything at all. Right now I'm in one of the lulls, but before this I read like 5 books over the course of like a month or two. Over the, you know, on the Kindle. A lot of them were just free books that I had picked up. Because oftentimes if you're searching for some entertainment and you have a Kindle, you can go onto the Amazon store and actually look, and there are books that are actually free. Usually it's like the first or second or even up to like the third in a series you can get, and then you're like, I really like this author, and then you go and you get more of their series. And I guess it depends on the type of book you want to read too. I tend to read, of course, I'm sure you can imagine, fantasy adventure type books. Sci-fi, adventure, fantasy stuff. So, yeah.
I won't be defeated.
What? Come on, I say it had Bruce Campbell in it. That was a good thing. And why was it cringe for you? I don't get it. It was a little over the top, and by little I mean pretty over the top, but it was well done.
Little by little, I'm becoming
Ooh, a legendary
stronger.
ranger. You didn't like Jeffrey Donovan? Come on, he was pretty cool.
The other one.
You wanted to slap the mother, like, all the time. Don't hit women. You wanted to slap the mother all the time, and his brother was just the worst piece of garbage alive, so, again, that was the character he had to play, so he did well, but still. Yeah, I don't know. It's something about getting lost in just other times, places, and things. It's just, I don't know, resonates with me. It's probably why I enjoy playing games as much as I do. Because you can experience a whole new area, a whole new world, a whole new, just different view on, well, I guess, kind of say life in general. I mean,
Damn.
I'm like, it's not going to move so fast that I can't. Nope, it did. I'm actually kind of at the point now, since we're kind of in like a semi-silly area. I think I might this episode, since we are trying to play catch-up at this point. Like, hey, there we go. Get the counterattack on that one. I might just go switch this to turbo mode and automatic skill triggers.
I'll show you what we can do.
Just to get through this stuff a little bit quicker. Like, if we're going to be doing the grinding stuff, and it's not a new area or something, then I think we should definitely do that. So turbo mode on. Automatic. Yeah. Well, let's see how this plays. So, hands off the controller. That was not automatic at all. It lied to me. Okay, so maybe I didn't save or I applied it wrong or something. I don't know. Find out here in a sec after this turn. Assuming we don't just die to this. There we go. Alright, what did I do? Oh, I must have switched it off. Alright, let's try it again. Hands off the controller. Hands back on the controller. Hands back off the controller. Okay, I don't actually like the controller sitting there. That's weird.
Beast shall be facing me.
Come on, skill trigger. At any point. Nothing?
I feel
Really?
stronger than before.
Really? Okay. Probably. Well, we're kind of questing, but I mean, this is all stuff that's like way lower than we are. So I feel like it's kind of just grinding through these things. If I can skip the battles, I would, until we find like an area that's got more. Actually, I have no idea how. I don't know if we get experience from doing quests, if I'm thinking about it correctly here. I mean, we get items. I don't think we gain experience. It's just the experience of going through and killing the stuff. Because after we've done every single side mission or quest or what have you, I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure we've never leveled up off of that. Like, it never just brought us to, like, the level screen. Oh, I feel powerful, and all this stuff that they say. So, yeah. I'm not real sure. Really? Shouldn't it be, like, on the map somewhere? Usually it is. I find this to be quite off-putting and slightly bizarre.
Let's do this.
I will fight you, though.
First blood is yours.
Alright, what do we got?
Shall be facing me.
It still missed. What?
Strike at their flank.
Wait, it's automatic and it's... What? Why is that an option? That's the worst thing I've ever seen. It misses, it's automatic and it still misses. What? But it doesn't miss all of them. Why? Why is that an option? Like, who would want to play that way? I mean, I suppose if you play on turbo mode and you want to get through it, being able to hit a few of them as opposed to none of them is slightly better, but that still seems terrible. Like what? What? I don't get it. This is going to be a bad fight, by the way. We might die. Alright, so I got to figure out...
Shall we attack?
Oh, wait. Maybe it's also... Maybe it was the defensive triggers that we weren't doing. That might be the thing. Okay. Alright, so maybe that was the problem. Alright, so we're gonna attack with combat arts. I guess? Combat arts here. There we go. And that guy, Mystic Arts. Alright, let's see if it works. Let's see if there's any misses this time. We still missed. Oh my gosh. We blocked perfectly though. It's a little weird, not gonna lie. So we got perfect there. We missed that one. Why is it an option? I don't have the answers, folks. Maybe it's mimicking player. I don't know.
'Tis just a wisp of a thing.
All right. Well, I'm gonna turn this all off. That's just stupid. Oop, not controller vibration though. That itself wouldn't be bad. Yes, I want to turn that off. Or on, rather. Alright. Keep your HP up. I don't care. Take them all out at once, sure. I know, right? But why would it be RNG? It's automatic skill trigger. It should be every time. I don't know. This is weird. They're like, well, we're allowing for human error. I mean, you don't hit them every single time. Why should we? Because you're a computer and you know the timing. Why is this even a debate? Ugh. Weird.
How's that?
Strike back!
Strike back!
Watch out, men! They're behind us.
Oh no! Technically, they're next to you. It's a flank attack, not a back attack. Or a back tack. Huh? Watch out, man! We're behind them!
Come on, troops!
Get smashed! 2. Got him. You had a fair few hit points. You did. They really don't like him. It's weird antlion rejects. And there we have it. Simple and easy.
Sweet!
I know I'm good.
I feel stronger than before.
This is
Lordly
just the
Marauder,
beginning.
a legendary specialist. Perneth. My boy. I don't know. I have no idea what he is. Yeah, I guess we'll split the. It's fine. Okay.
Come on out.
Well, this is not proving to be very fruitful,
later.
unfortunately. Lots of dead ends and just silliness. I think that's the other way to get in here if that wasn't blocked. Well, we'll continue on, I suppose. Not really much else we can do. I feel like he shouldn't be able to target me. Hey, I missed a treasure chest at some point. It's weird, you don't usually see the... Oh, great, there's two. I will outrun you for a while, you fiend.
Come on out.
What'd I get? Weapon recipe 13?
Okay,
Thank
later.
you. I'll get even more. I'm just gonna continue to run along. Ain't no thing. Oh boy.
Come on out.
A beast
Okay,
scale. Ah, there's so many angry creatures. Okay, I can't do all of this. I'm in trouble. Final Fantasy. Yeah, I know. I know, it's already on my wish list, though. I probably won't be seeing it from Square Enix. I'd hope so. I'd hope by that point, but again, it's a game that released on console. When was it? It was last year or was it the year before? It was a while ago. I think it might have been the beginning of last year. I don't remember exactly. But either way, it's already been out for quite a while. Tons and tons and millions and billions of people have done coverage of it. So, pretty good chance they're not going to be sending a lot of PC releases to people. And that's kind of unfortunate, but again, I get it. Like, I understand. I don't begrudge them that. I think I'm going to keep my HP up with them. Let's go fight that with combat arts. They're also releasing Secret of Mana, I guess remastered, soon? Or they already released it, maybe.
Don't worry, I've got you.
Thank you.
I'm trying to think. When does Pillars of Eternity 2 release? Oops, wrong button. Do stress test of your PC? No, I didn't. I'm
Stand firm.
positive that my PC can handle it.
Stay strong.
I would be shocked if my PC couldn't handle it just fine. So.
We should strike at their flank.
I did, however, just update my video driver today, so that's good. And yeah, I finally restarted my computer after like a month of not restarting it. So things seem to be running a bit smoother. I'm still notoriously low on the hard drive space. Oh, that was cool, whatever that was. So yeah, unfortunately my hard drive space, like, I have to delete videos every day to, you know, keep enough hard drive space to be able to keep making videos. So it's a bit rough. You'd think that a 3 terabyte hard drive would be enough. Not to mention that's my just data storage and like installation stuff. I still have a 256 gig or 226 or something like that. Fast drive for stuff like Total War Warhammer, and for
You beast shall be
just like anything I gotta do quickly. Like if I want something to be able to render quicker or whatever the case is. I used to do that for like using the other program as opposed to the cheap cheesy one that I use that's fast for rendering and uploading, or rendering and editing I should say. So I would switch like larger files anytime I had to do it on the other program there, and it was just, it was like a couple minutes faster, but still it's a couple minutes, right? And then I also have 226 for my
Surpass my mother.
Windows hard drive, which gets full up pretty quickly too with just random stuff that gets installed, or websites that you visit, or thumbnails that get pre-cached, or whatever the case is. So I'm constantly at at a low end for hard drive space.
Let's do this.
That kind of sucks. It looks like we did come the right way at least. Alright, let's go ahead and do... I guess we can do a bit more. Let's do some Mystic Arts with both of them. Combat Arts with our Mystic Art group. It's fine. I like how one of his weapons is red. I wonder why. I wonder why specifically.
What?
And poison gas. Ooh, barely got that in time. That was a quick one. Magic Missile 3. Laser breath. Ow. That didn't look like breath at all. Gotta say, I don't particularly know what breath looks like. I mean, it's invisible, so maybe. Oh, come on, man. You had that. Cycle their flank. And then you miss. Good job. GG. Alright, Rush. And Emmy, it's your time. And nope. None of them fell. I think we have more or less the same setup, and it said standard setting recommended, more or less 1080p middle graphic settings, but you didn't get a constant 60 FPS. I think what I need now, my next thing that I need to get, once I get the capture card and a PS4, I need to get another monitor. Not for like a third, I mean it'd be great to have a third monitor, and I may still use a third monitor. Not sure where I would set it up at, we'll see. But I've been going with the classic 60 Hz monitor that's been the industry standard for, I don't know how long, a very long period of time, we'll say. And apparently you can't go any higher than 60 frames per second if you're at 60 Hz. Unless I read something wrong or I don't know what I'm talking about, which is possible. So I'm going to be looking into getting same size monitor, but a higher Hertz monitor. So we'll see how that plays. That should allow me to do stuff at a higher frame rate. And again, my PC should be fine. I mean, 32 gigs of RAM and all the other craziness that I have. I should be fine, but we'll see. And it really depends on the game too, right? Like super extensive games, probably not gonna do so well, but... Alright, Mystic Arts, we should be able to finish off both of these.
What's this?
Come on, Lord David. There you go. Pegas, get him! Pegas, Pegas. I got nothing. I got the new Avernum remake, I'm assuming. Because they had like 3 or 5 or 6, I don't remember how many, games in the Avernum series, the original one. Then they remade the first one and the second one, and they just remade the third one. And it looks like sales and stuff are doing pretty good on it as well, which is cool. I just got that in the mail a couple days ago, so I'll probably do another first look video on it. Like, I really want to sit down at some point when I have, like, just, it's dead, it's really slow on the channel, and I could just sit down and play through one of those games in its entirety, because that would be a lot of fun for me. Because they always looked amazing. I just never got a chance to really play them. Seer, you've done so much for us. How could you betray our trust so? What is the meaning of this? Huh. There's no need for me to explain. All I'll have to explain is how I found the two of you victims of lovers' suicide. You realize, like, there's a whole group of us, right? Like, and not just one, there's like 3 groups of us, plus them. And you're just some old dude that, I don't, doesn't seem super smart. Though you do have weird eyeball floaty monsters, so, I mean, there's that. Which is weird. Because reasons, I don't know. Whatever, offensive support. Yeah, no, go ahead and Mystic Art them in the face. Let's do this.
You beast shall be facing me.
Yeah, you two fight. That's good. I have Magic Missile 4, and I dodged you. Oh no, we've been intercepted. It's an amoeba. We're literally fighting an amorphous blob. Come on now. Oh, wrong button. Man, we could have done some damage with the block, too. I'm a loser. Well, they're dead. One shot from Pegas and he's just done. Alright, Rush. See if we can't do a perfect scenario here. So far, not bad. And nailed it. Silencer.
Nothing to do but fight now, is there?
Well, I have a pretty good idea that they're not going to survive this.
Nice. This one looks loaded.
Or only if you play shooters competitively, 60 is good enough for me. I heard it changes Dota as well, which I might not play competitively, but I would like to play it at a better level, and if I can smooth out anything, like if there's any marketed improvement, I'm going to go for it. Because I heard that that's the standard that they use now in, like, anytime they go to a tournament where, like, PCs and stuff are provided for the players, they'll bring their keyboard and their mice, but generally a PC is there, and there's a standard size, and frame rate I think is 144. Yeah, 144. So, I'll go with that. And it's not necessarily that I'm going to record more than 60 hertz, or sorry, 60 FPS. Just having the option to do so might be nice. I don't know. Again, I have no idea.
Searching for this.
But that's one of the things I'd like to get. So, right now it's funny because I do have two monitors. I have my 27-inch, which is my main one. Then I have my wife's old monitor because I got her another 27-inch monitor because she had this old, what is it, Samsung or something? I don't even know what it is. I guess that's what it says. I can't tell. It's too dark in here. Anyway, some other monitor, and it's like a 23 or 25-inch monitor. So they don't line up 100%. So it's like big and it goes a little bit smaller. It's fine. It works. It does what I need it to do, but still. It'd be nice to either have that as like a monitor off to the side with chat, and then have like recording on another secondary monitor. If I was going to go with a 3-monitor thing, but I already have issues in some games and stuff where if I go too far to the right side, it shoots off the right side onto the second monitor. It doesn't have cursor lock or what have you, and I hate that. But most games aren't that way, and I don't know if I would put it on the other side or on like a third monitor over there, which would be even more weird, because I'd be like, oh, let me read chat. And you just be looking at my headset, you know, it's weird. I don't know. I suppose I could still keep chat and stuff here, and then have my recording stuff over here. That wouldn't be too... Anyway, sorry. I do a lot of planning and replanning and reworking, so meh. Alright, Charlotte, are you unharmed? Yes, I'm fine. You just murdered somebody, you guys know that, right? Like, you're okay with that? Paris, I'm sorry, I can't do this. I tried, but I need to be at my mother's side. Why? You believe that the times we spent together, the feelings we shared, were nothing more than illusions created by the seer? Of course not. I know that can't be true. I can feel it. I can't. I see. It's alright. I knew that someday we would have to face the cruel truth of our situation. I don't really have I don't have a way of doing that without buying some sort of weird bracket or kit or something that would sit on the desk, which I assume they make, but right now, as you guys can see, my microphone is kind of directly over my monitor. However, if I were to have like a stand or something that would actually hold two monitors, what I think I would do differently, I would probably move the microphone like over here, which makes me nervous to do, and the reason I don't want to do that, and I might, I don't know yet. The reason I don't want to do that is you can hear the key clicks much more clearly the closer it is to the keyboard and the mouse and all that stuff. However, if the monitor sat higher, like basically it's only like this far off my desk, so my eye level is like right around the 75% of the height of the monitor. So if I look up just slightly, that's the top of the monitor. So usually I'm looking straight ahead or down slightly. Now if the monitor was raised up another, I don't know, we'll say 8-10 inches, and I was just looking like, it would work. Because there's a lot of people that have like their microphone right here, and I'm like, how do they see their monitor? Like, that would block my screen, and then I realized that they have their monitors raised up higher. So there's a few options. And again, this is not my dream ultimate setup. This is what I've just been using for the past several years. I've already talked to my wife about what I want, and we've been kind of haphazardly looking, not really giving it too much thought. But ideally what I'm going to want is like an L desk of some type that's here. And I want it to be fairly long this way. And then I want another desk that's attached on the other side. It can be just a table or desk or whatever. It doesn't have to attach, but like butted up against it. And then that way my wife's computer can sit there. And then I can have desk space over here for like my mixer board and all the other stuff that I need. And I could put another monitor there if I needed it. And then the microphone could sit between the two of us. And then she can record, I can record, we can just use the microphone. And if I want to, and I may do this, when I get the capture card, I may put it in the other computer and then capture everything through that and use this only for gaming. So basically just capture it from there, and yeah, just seems like it's going to be the better setup. It seems to be what most streamers and other people use anyway. So that's kind of where I'm leaning. And then eventually get another chair and we'll rearrange the room and everything else, but like that's the plan, the goal, the hope, the dream. But as it stands right now, things are looking very not good for the future, but we'll see. We'll see. Miracles can happen. You know, I get in the right situation, the right game at the right time. I blow up, I double my subscriber count, I get more supporters, and we're looking fine. So it's all a gamble. It's all, you know, try and try and try again. Either way, I'm having fun doing it, so it's all good. I hoped our borrowed time would have lasted longer. Harris, I still let us return back to where each of us belongs. Star-crossed lovers. Ah, forgive me, Rush. I'm sorry you had to get mixed up in this. Ma. Yeah, that's the plan. What was all that happened just a product of the seer's machinations? I do not know. I have nothing left to believe in. At the very least, it's due to your assistance that Charlotte is unharmed, Rush. My heart was the only casualty. Forgive me, my mind wanders. Here, a small token of my gratitude. And my shoulder just cracked. Ow. It's fine. Bracelet of grafting. Didn't I just give one of those away? Well, thanks, I guess. Take another one. They say that given enough time, a broken heart becomes inured to the pain. I guess that's a word. I've never used it. Okay, cool. I suppose all I can do is wait. Goodbye, sweet love. Alright, so that looks painful and unsatisfying. We're impaling ourselves with our weird flag thing. It does not do well inside buildings, I'm noticing. Like, what is the deal? Like, why? Why is this happening? What has happened to you, Rush? Why is your weird butt flag in front of it? It's fine. Okay, so we took care of stuff up here. Hello. Who are you? It's Hana. It's Hana. Just don't mind my flag. It's magic. Hello there, traveler. From the way you move, I can see you know how to handle a sword. Just the type I've been looking for. My name is Hannah. I work as a hired blade along with my sister Hina. Hannah, it'd be Hina. We were clearing out monsters from the ruins to the southwest. Mojato Castle, I believe it's called, however. Just as we finished, Hina refused to return. It seems that she lost something important in the ruins, and remained there to look for it. Certainly I helped her search as well, but we argued, and I left the ruins alone. But honestly, for a frail thing like me to be stuck in such a dank, dirty place full of monsters, I couldn't stand it another minute. A girl can only take so much. I'm sure a man like you would understand. Still, I can't help but worry about Hina, especially all alone in those ruins. She's my only sister in all the world. If anything were to happen to her, I don't know what I'd do. Please, brave traveler, could you find her and bring her back? I'd be so grateful. I'm sure I could find some way to reward you. Okay. You'll help me, won't you? I guess, maybe I can help you with some advice. That is not armored. That is not clad in armor. There are a lot of places that you could get hurt by a grazed weapon, an arrow, a bolt, a stick. You could get bruised. You literally, we're not much better. We're wearing like a thick jacket, and you're kind of wearing a jacket. But we don't have a lot of skin exposed. That's not armor. It's not armor. Cover up. Perfect. Somehow I knew you'd help. Retrieve Hina from that awful place as soon as you possibly can. Then come back to me for your reward. Oh, and a warning. Hina is a very stubborn girl. I doubt she'll listen to anything you say until she finds whatever she's lost. Blooming flower, singing bird. We're back in this horrible, wretched place. Yay! Those are landworm things, I think. So that's good. We should be able to get some landworm stuff. Unless those are called something different, which is possible too. Oh, yay. We have a... Oh, we still don't have a map for this area? It's the worst. Like, I already despise this area the first time we came here. Now we gotta go through it again, and we still didn't get a map from the first attempt?
Attack maybe?
Boy, you sound so confident. Whatever. Alright. Go, kill, do things. Clean up the fiends. It blocked it with its back. You're dead. Huh. They marched. That's weird. Twice. 3 times.
Tis just a wisp of a thing.
'Tis just a wisp of a thing.
When you hit, you really hit.
I'd like to see how it plays. I'll probably end up playing it on PS4 once I get it. It'll be in April, though. Oops. That actually fully released now, right? Monster Hunter World is out. I'd rather play it on PC. Well, I don't know. I say I'd rather play it on PC. Like, there's a lot of games that I still prefer keyboard and mouse to, but there are several games, this being one of them, that I'd prefer to just have a controller. I don't know which the case would be for that. Like Dark Souls, I thought I would much rather have a keyboard and mouse, but it turns out it's definitely a game that works better with a controller.
I know I'm good.
So, alright, Thunderclap 2, nice.
This is just the beginning.
Ah, we got some landworm stuff. Not everything we needed, but some of it. Yeah, like a week ago. Yeah, I thought it was pretty recent. Because I know there was a beta for a while, because somebody at work was telling me, oh, that's one of their favorite things. And I'm like, I don't really get it, but I hear the world one's a bit better. I don't know. Whatever my wife ends up getting me. She's like, it's going to be for your birthday. And I'm like, oh, really? Because that's a lot of money to spend on a birthday present. She's like, well, you know, I know it's something that you've wanted for a long time. And while you tease about wanting it or getting it, you know, I know it's something that you actually want. So we're going to save up and we're going to get it. Oh, okay. I'm not going to say no to that. As long as it doesn't hurt us in any way. So like I said,
First blood is yours.
as it stands right now, things are looking bad for our November deadline on the channel of reaching the goals that I'm trying to reach. However, anything can happen. So I'm sticking with it. And we'll see. That's another thing. It's like, well, how much more money do you want to spend, put into it? And I told you guys when I did the, whatever, the year-end video, whatever it was, my 4 years on YouTube video, I told you guys that I wasn't gonna like sit back and, you know, just like not commit to doing this and just be like, oh, you know, I only have a little bit of time left, I'm not gonna spend any money or invest in this. If it works out, it works out, but I'm not counting on it. Oh, I'm going all in. So we'll see. Yeah, I know they're all expensive. What is the advantage of the Pro? Because I haven't actually looked yet. Like, it's not time for me to really care 100% yet. It's not going to be mine for a while. But what is the difference? Is it just like 4K resolution and more hard drive space? Does it really matter that much? From what I've heard, the few things I have heard, it's not worth, like, if you already have a PlayStation 4, it's not worth getting a PlayStation 4 Pro. However, if you don't have it, it is worth getting, I guess. That's kind of how it was all worded, or from what I understand, that was the thought process behind it. So, does that sound correct?
Mystic power.
Alright, there we go. So yeah, stuff's gonna change one way or another by November. If we're where I want to be, I'll be working much less at Cineplex, where I work now. But if it doesn't go the way I want it to go, then there'll be much less stuff on YouTube. I hope I'll still be able to stream, but again, it will become when I have time to do it, and it will no longer be a priority. I'll no longer turn down doing other things because I won't consider it a job at that point. And then if it blows up down the road, that's fantastic, because, you know, that's always something. If you keep working at it, there's always that hope, that potential.
Come on out.
But chances are, if it doesn't work out, like I said,
Later.
not only will I not do that, I probably won't be working at Cineplex anymore either. I'll probably end up having to get a full-time job elsewhere, which is fine. It's fine, but it's going to be weird because, you know, committed so much time, energy, and effort already into this. It's just, it could get depressing, but we're not there yet. I'm not worried. We got this. We got this. Just got to figure out how. And so far, I've still staved off Colonel surpassing me. He's on my heels, and he'll probably surpass me by tomorrow or the next day, but I was expecting him to, I think it's about 2 weeks ago, on like Friday, I was expecting him to pass me, and he still hasn't done so. So that's good. That either means his growth has slowed down, which sucks, or mine has sped up a little bit, which I think it has some. So, there you go. Alright, let's take a look here. Please kill these guys. There we go. You would think that the 1080p 60 FPS would be a constant no matter what. Like, that's the generation, right? The PS4 should have that inherently. The 4K resolution, I can see not having it.
Tis just a wisp of a thing.
And 4K, it's what? It's like 2056 or something? Is it a square again? Is that the resolution? Because it goes 4K. I think it's 2056 by 2056. Isn't that weird? Wouldn't you still want the wider screen? Or is it a different thing? I haven't actually looked. Again, that's another one of those things. Like, I know roughly what I want for the monitor, but I haven't actually looked at options or anything yet. So, I don't know. I have an option to choose.
I know I'm good.
I feel stronger than before.
This is just the beginning.
Commander's Sledgehammer is strengthened. Oh, they're all getting a little bit stronger. We got Red Potion learned there. Or, at some point we learned potions on our boy there. It's not too bad. Oh, I had some spaghetti tonight, and my tummy is not bothering me, but it's noisy. So I don't know if you guys can hear it. It's just doing little sounds. Oh man, that was quick. Alright, monkeys, take me on. Oh, I could have finished him there. It's alright. We can handle it. Hey, now they're smart monkeys. No, it's initiative, I'm assuming. Alright. You can play about half of the game with one hand. So everything's on your right hand, trigger buttons and such. That's right. Put my mad skills all up in a mad abundance. What? One-handed. Perfect.
I must surpass
2160.
my mother.
Oh, okay, so there is a higher. Okay, so it's 3840 by 2160. All right, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, because I thought it was like 2056 or some, like maybe it was 2160 times 2, and I'm like, that would just be a square. Why did they call it 4K? And I still don't know why they would call it 4K at 3840. I guess because 3840 is close to 4K, maybe? I don't know. Because it's what? 1080 by 756 or something? 768? I don't remember. I don't know. I used to have all that stuff memorized. Now it's just like, let's be lazy. Thank you for the information. I do appreciate it, as always. Did I enter this way? I feel like this is a no. I didn't enter this way. Maybe we'll eventually find the thing we're looking for in here. Senicio? Senicio? I got nothing. Not this time, monkey. Oh, what is the exit? Oh, maybe this is a mistake. I think I ran out. I think it's just this guy. I don't think I got the ape with me this time. Nope, we're good. This is a rare monster. Oh boy, this is not going to go well. I can almost promise you this is going to go badly. Or at least very, 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 very possibly going to go badly.
Come on, let's kick some A. Check this out.
Aim harder.
Oop, I should probably be paying attention. I'm sorry, I'm reading your... It is fascinating. It doesn't seem like it would make sense that it would be that many times higher. Unless the aspect ratio changed. Well, we seem to be doing okay so far. I mean, he hasn't done any sort of horrible, awful, we're gonna die moves yet, so... Pretty happy about that. And what do we get out of this? Wait, why did it skip?
This is what I've been waiting for.
Alright, we're gonna go with offensive support. We're gonna heal the others, I guess. And Mystic Arts. Let's go. You missed. Twice. Come on, guys. Uh-oh. This is gonna hurt.
Wait, I still gotta... You'll be alright now.
And the one guy who can actually resurrect other unions is now dead. Because of course he is. Because of course he is. Well, this was going well. But, again, we're not even through half of his HP yet. That's gonna hurt. They're gonna die, aren't they? Not yet. Soon. Alright, well. This has gone really, really, really down really, really quickly. Oh, wind-up punch, that sounds bad. What's this gonna do? Okay. Oh, look, we healed somebody else. I think we should have still focused on healing ourselves there, though. Oh, they're gonna die no matter what. It's over. They're done. So this is gonna be Lord David's group at this point. Okay. Keep your HP up. We haven't even gotten through half of his HP. Or, well, we haven't gotten through a quarter of it, down to a quarter of his HP. He's dead. Told you. I just, you would assume that if it was 4 times, it would just be 4 times the first number, and the aspect ratio would stay the same, right? You would think, but, again, could be wrong. So, like, if it was 1080p, it would be whatever 1080 times 4 would be. So that'd be what, like, 4240, something like that? That's what you would expect. That's what you would think. But apparently, that's not the case. I'm sure the math is right, but if, like you're saying, the aspect ratio changed to 1.78 to 1, that would make sense. Actually, it's still... Well, I don't know. Maybe it would make sense. I don't know. I don't know. It seems weird.
Let's do this.
Let's just take out the monkey first, and we can skip the rare guy. We don't have to fight him, so...
First blood is yours.
Let's clean up these fiends. Hoi! I'll crush you.
I know. I know it's heightened with. I know the ones before were still rectangular because it was a 4:3 ratio. No, oh gosh, he's targeted me. That's not good. I don't want to run from that thing forever. That could be a challenge.
Okay, later.
Oh, please be the map of like the whole area. Nope, it's the Roth volcano. Goody. There's an exit there, and there is a place I can sneak past over here. Just gonna casually walk past you, buddy. Hopefully you don't mind.
Let's do this.
Oh boy. I pulled somebody in.
Get the upper hand!
Just like, what was it, 720? Oh gosh. What is 720p? Don't remember. Gosh. I kind of skipped the 720p landscape. 720 by 568? I don't know. It's not 540. I don't know. I don't remember. Anyway, it just keeps the same aspect ratio. 2 times 2 is 4. Yes, thank you. I suppose it is multiplicative, so it would make sense to a degree. Okay, let's see here. Areas from afar. We'll just attack this. And this. And that.
Let's clean up these fiends.
So how many pixels would that be?
Crush you.
So that would be, what, 32 by 18? Or 32 plus 18, I guess? Which would make it 50? 50 pixels?
You okay? Attack them from their flank! Sweet!
Sounds like if you had 2 by 2, it would just be a square. It wouldn't be... It'd be a 1 ratio, wouldn't it? I don't know. Like I said, my understanding of that, I didn't care to delve deeply into it. Just knew what things were and kind of the different branches of it.
Yeah!
Seems like you I don't know, you'll have to explain it because like I said, what makes sense to me doesn't seem to make sense to you.
Come on, let's kick
To
some
me, you
ass.
couldn't have a 2 by 2 being 4 as an aspect ratio.
How'd you like that?
As an aspect ratio, sorry, of 16.9. It would have to be something different. Or 16 by 9, or 16:9, or whatever you would actually say it. I think it's 16 by 9.
This one's mine.
Or maybe 16 ninths, eh? It's fine. These things suck. They're not super difficult, but they're not super easy. You can't just basically spam. I mean, you can spam attacks. This isn't compelling. I have no map. I don't know where I need to go. Also, in the last area, it didn't even show on the map. Usually it does. It's kind of disappointing.
'Tis just a wisp of a thing.
All right.
Like 600 by 800 was a 4:3 aspect ratio. Like, that makes sense to me.
I must surpass my mother.
New equipment, huh? Hey, we finally got a landworm carapace. Okay. It's cool. It's cool. This place doesn't seem to go anywhere. Ugh, I hate this. Hate not having a map. I know we've already been here, but maybe I missed something on the left. I don't think so, but I'm just gonna take a peek. Oh, it's literally, there's nothing here. Well, that's poopy. Alright. Oh! Oh! He's ugly. And he's big. Do 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 do. Oh, they're chasing me down. But I'm outrunning it pretty easily. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. It's so cute. It's not cute. Very menacing. Very scary stuff. It's just non-stop angry things that want to kill me. It's not cool, man.
Let's do this.
Well, we've been in this room before. I think we've killed Kara. He has died.
We shall stop them here.
Stop spamming the button. Mash the button. And dead. Well, that was easy.
Excellent.
Yep, Kara has died. He has fallen into a coma, and he is gone. Sleep. Sleep sounds wonderful. All I wanted to do today was sleep. Literally all day. That's all I wanted to do. But I didn't. I got up. I did stuff. I recorded. I got things handled. I uploaded a whole bunch of stuff. I have more stuff to upload. I have more stuff to record. Things are getting done.
Let's do this.
He did not. Okay. He's preparing. He's downloading all the wikis in the world, and he can combine them into one giant super post. Please stop hitting people.
Attack them from their flank.
Victory!
I feel stronger than I did before.
Good. Glad somebody feels stronger than they did before. Rush mostly only ever smells stronger than he did before. Which has its own set of problems. Huh. Well, I guess we could dig this up. Everything comes running after me to kill me dead. Is this where we entered? I feel like this might be where we entered. Yep. Oh boy howdy. Alright. 1920 by 1080. There's a whole big giant number. Is at 2,073,600 pixels. Is 829, so it's 8,294,440 pixels. Still seems weird. Like, I don't know why they call it 4K. But whatever. If it makes people happy. Wouldn't it just be 4X? Like, wouldn't that make more sense? Like, if that's what they were going to use it by?
Okay, later. Let's do this.
You'd think they'd just be like, ah, it's 4X. They made 4K. And yet, neither one are actually for it. Just whatever, marketing, right? Marketing. marketing. Alright, what do we do here? We combat art these guys down. But it's not 1K. And nobody ever said 1K.
Come on, let's kick some A.
At least I've never heard anybody ever call 1080p 1K. Because again, it's not. I'm very specific with things too. Like, if somebody goes, "What time is it?" I'll say 7:13. They'll be like, "Oh, it's a quarter after 7," which is way harder to say, by the way. I don't know why people still use that. That is from a time and a place where people didn't have digital clocks, so they look and they're like, "Oh, it's they just go by the quarters of the." I'm very specific with what I like, so it just drives me nuts. Why are you gurring now? What you're saying makes no sense to a logical person. Like, I get it. It's 4 times the thing. That's fine. Like that's great. Okay, I can see it. But who would ever call? Now it drives you. It drives you now? What? I'm assuming you mean it drives you nuts.
Let's
Like,
do this.
well, nobody's ever called it 1K, and it's not. It's 1080. That's not 1K. That's 1080. Be specific. That's why for what is it? For temperature, yes, it makes a lot more sense to use Celsius. 100%. I agree. 0 is freezing. 100 is boiling. However, you can be much more specific with the temperature with Fahrenheit. It's weird. It's stupid. Doesn't make much sense. But it's more specific. That's why I still prefer it. Just saying. Just saying. I'm a specific poison.
Sweet.
Captured pest. Break everything apart. 2160p. All right, I like it. I mean, I can still call it 4K. It just like it doesn't bother you that they call like really. That doesn't bother you. It's not even like if one of the numbers like if it wasn't 1920 by 1920 by 1080. I don't know why I can't think of things. It's fine. Anyway, 1920 by 1080, right? If they called it 2K and it was like 2000 by whatever the aspect ratio would keep it in that, the right pixel height and the right size, height, and width, it'd be fine. If that was what we went with. But we went with this, 1080 by, 1920 by 1080. And so we called it 1080p. We went with the lower end. So you would just think that they would do the same thing with the other one. Which you're saying is a thing, but they decided that 4K was the right... I don't know. I don't get it. Why would they ever call it... Stuff like that drives me nuts. Literally makes me insane. So what justification do you have to make it a 1K then? Other than the first number, like... It's close to 1,000. Like, is that the justification? Or is there some other reasoning behind it? It's very strange. Because I would love to know. It's just because it's close to 1,000. And people were too lazy to say 1,080. Fine, whatever. And do you, or have you heard people call it 1K? Because honestly, legitimately, I'm not just saying this to play devil's advocate. Like, I've never, ever heard anyone use that phrasing. Ever. 4K, absolutely, 100%. Obviously. Never heard anyone call it 1K. I guess, what is it? It's 2160, so I guess 2160 is too difficult for people to say. Which is literally, it is. So basically, they double the ratio, which then... Okay, it's a cube, so yeah, is it a cube? Double the ratio. They didn't double the ratio, I'm sorry. They doubled the size, the the 1920 by 1080, 38. It's weird how it actually comes out as... That is interesting. As 4 times, but yeah, I mean, it makes sense, right? Height and width, and then you look back, yeah, it's fine. What, is it called cubed? No, because cubed is... Is cubed 3x? I think cubed is 3x. It wouldn't be cubed anyway because it's a flat surface. Huh. But you have to fill in the whole area. Maybe it is... Yeah, cubic feet. Oh man, measurements. No, cubic feet is literally a cubic feet. So, like, a cubic foot is height, width, and depth. So it's all 3 of the dimensions. I guess you do have to 2x everything. Okay. I don't put much thought into this stuff anymore.
I hope I've grown stronger than before.
So trying to explain it is just like,
This is just the beginning.
It's fine. Yeah, you double the height, you double it, yeah, 4 times, yeah. Like, I get it. Just like I said, a little bit of forethought, but still, it's like, just don't do that. I mean, I don't really deal with dimensions or anything else anymore. You know, there were times where I'd have to get like a 4x or like a 2x4 or a sheet of plywood or something. It had to be a certain height and width, or like 2x2 and so on and so forth. Like, I had to do some of that stuff back in the day, but not anymore. I don't know where I'm going or what I'm doing anymore. Of course, this place is super easy to navigate. Alright, this was the staircase that led out. We wanted to go this way and continue. Alright, I know what I'm doing now. It is simple math. I know. I generally visualize, and I'm a little distracted doing other things. So it's hard for me to visualize, and I don't actually have anything visually in front of me. Like, I can mentally visualize a lot of stuff, but... We've been down this way. This led to nothing. Okay. So now we're going to go this way. We've been in that room. That led to nothing. This was a dead end. That leads back to the main hall. Okay. Trying to mentally map out stuff, man. Come on, give me a math formula for this one. Monkey by landworm equals pest. What? Oh, then we have those guys too. Fun. Alright, this is the locked doors. Okay, I remember being here. I don't believe we ever got the key or whatever device opens these, right? Open with the key. Nope, no key. No map either. Yeah, I remember being in these places for quite a bit of time. This might be the area we need to go into, because I think this is where we had to go for the last quest that we finished. Hopefully that guy's not hostile. I don't think he is.
Okay, later.
So you have to have 4 monitors that you have now to have the same amount of pixels. Yeah, that makes sense. Because, yeah, whoa, the heck is that? Yeah, it makes sense. Like, I get it. I understand what you're saying. Because if you double the height and you double the width, that'd be 1. So you'd have to have a second monitor over here, and you'd have to have a second monitor up here, and then you'd still, to connect them to make all 4, you'd have to have it up there as well. I mean, like I get it. It makes sense. I get it. Anyway, hey Young, how's it going, buddy? I got you, man. It's the old doubling the height and the width that I just, for whatever reason, didn't enter my head. That's clearly a special creature. Think it's gonna kill us? I think it's gonna kill us. Let's go see if it kills us. We have not been able to really take on a rare monster. They just AoE us to death every time. It is not a rare monster, or at least it's not saying that it is, and it has a... Okay, well, fine, then I guess we can kill it. If it bleeds, you can kill it. That's not true. Pretty sure I don't want to go and go about a fisticuffs with a bear. Pretty sure I'd lose that, even if I could make it bleed. Now, if I had a gun or a bazooka or a tank, yeah, I'd probably kill it. It just slapped me.
We should strike at their flank.
I know I'm good.
Yeah, so, like, I get it if 1K was a term that I had ever heard or was something that people used regularly. Like, I would get why they call it 4K, but like I said, I've never heard that term. And it just seems weird to just, I don't know, to round, I guess? It just seems odd to me, but it's whatever. Works. It's a thing. It's fine. There's nothing in here. Would you look at me? Oh, map. If only you existed. It wouldn't help tremendously. It would, actually. This place is one of the few places that's twisty and windy enough that it would actually be super beneficial to have a map. Oh, there is a treasure chest here. Please be the map. Please. It's an elf's emerald. I mean, that does sound impressive. 21.6. Yeah, it is marketing. Like I said, it all makes sense. Like I get it now. I just the whole 1K thing was the part that really escaped me. I never heard that before. Woo! So that's why I'm like, why?
Brilliant,
Yeah, makes sense. Okay, so moving on to other greater, amazing, more things and stuff and junk that's good. How's everyone doing tonight? Is there any particular title you guys are looking forward to seeing that's currently being covered? Like, stuff that I'm regularly doing as opposed to stuff that I know I will eventually get back to. Battle Brothers and the like. Oh, I fat fingered that. That's unfortunate.
Woohoo!
Tales of Berseria is still taking some interesting turns story-wise. And it's looking good.
How you like that?
Elix, we're at a point where we're feeling strong enough. Divinity Original Sin's always fun. Even if I want to murder the Colonel about half the time. No, it's much less. It's like maybe 5 to 15% of the time. He does stuff that I can't get my head around. Like, I'm specifically telling him, alright, we need to do this. And then he does, you know, we've been over this yesterday. Still enjoyable game. Really like it.
I'm becoming stronger.
I like that it's difficult, but I feel like it's probably slightly, again, I know a lot of people were just able to go through it. But again, you guys didn't have the Colonel factor on your side. So, but I feel like it's slightly too difficult for my current situation, we'll say. And I don't know. I assume I could do better on my own, but again, I don't know for certain. But if Carr is able to beat it on the most difficult, I imagine I could probably do pretty decently on the second to most difficult setting. Now, that's not a crack against you, Carr. I'm just saying, like, if you can do it easily on that, I should be able to, you know, at least do it on above normal, because I play a lot of those. I'm experienced at it, so. You would murder him, just go with like 2 characters. Or only have him control 1. Yeah, it's been a bit of a struggle. But, I mean, he does some stuff that's pretty good, and I do some dumb things too. I mean, it happens.
Let's clean up these.
The one thing that I still do somewhat frequently, and it bothers him, and it doesn't really bother me that much, is, you know, the skill Encourage. It's a big buff, does a bunch of, I don't know, just stat increases. I usually won't plan to use that, and then I'll end up with like an extra stat point at the end, or like an extra action point at the end, and I'm like, oh, I can use this. So I've already attacked 2 or 3 times, you know, in my turn. And then it's just, I could have done that first, and like that drives the Colonel crazy that I don't do that. You would buy, I know, you told me you would go and slap him, or actually murder him. Alright, so here's the one that we're currently 100% incapable of doing.
I feel stronger than I did before.
Well, I'm sure there's several, but we're either too low of a level, too under-geared, or whatever the case is. But remember the oil area? on Reaper's Coast, where you go up and you try to save Rince. Somebody Rince? I forgot what his name is. And the White Magister Jonathan is there. And then these oil blobs pop out, and then bigger oil blobs pop out, and then fire oil blobs pop out. We could handle up to the, before the fire oil blobs pop out. We can handle all that. Once the fire guys show up, that's pretty much it. That's GG for us. We cannot do it. So, yeah, we're not sure. Like I said, we're fairly certain we're going to need a bit more in the way of leveling before we can do some of these things. We did manage to kill most, if not all, of the Magisters before that point, though. So that's good. And it's crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. The game is difficult. It's got a good level of difficulty, and you can maybe cheese your way through certain battles. You can slide past certain enemies, like teleport people here, jump away, kill an enemy, and then flee. Like, there are options. Oh, this means I'm still not going to get my stupid map. Darn it. Well, you brought a lot of bugs with you. Guest Union joining? Defeat the enemy. Nope. Just me. Alright. I'll assume that battle's one of the more nasty ones, though. You gotta level up to... Yeah. Yeah, I figured we'd need like 2 to 3 more levels. Like, we can almost... Like, it would be a challenge to finish off all the blobs before the fire blobs. But there's no way. There's literally no way we can actually deal with the fire blobs. So... I definitely think we need to level up. And then the trick to defeating the troll is you have to constantly keep him on fire. He has to always be burning no matter what. Otherwise he heals. Or you have to be a high enough level that you can do enough damage to get through his healing. Which, I don't know. Oops. I don't know that if you're... Yeah, what level you would be where you can do 6,000 damage in a turn. That's a lot of damage. So we learned that. Apparently it was in a book that the Colonel had that he read to himself and didn't tell anybody about. So, by happenstance / chance, we actually had left him on fire and got him all the way down from, was it 16 or 1800 HP down to about 6,000. Or maybe even a little bit less. We almost had him. Like, it was just going to be 4 or 5 more turns. We couldn't sleep him or do a bunch of stuff, but we were able to stun him repeatedly with like shocking arrows and other things of that nature. So we were able to keep him stunned and unable to actually fight us. That was a lot of damage that we just took. I did not like that. Double strike. Smash 2. Switchback. And then what are we going to get? Come on. Oh, I almost missed that. No! He might have unlocked something. Oh,
Tis just a wisp of a
yeah, get your HP up. Finish him off. And take them all out at once.
Prepare yourself.
We missed. Got him.
We're counting on you.
Alright, we're healing up. Yeah, certain death or pass. Yeah, I remember the first time we went and did the arena in Fort Joy. We leveled, I think it was 2 times, and then it was... Like, we could kill 1, almost 2, maybe 3 of them, but it would be, like, super heavy losses. But then we leveled twice, and we were able to kill all of them without losing anyone. And our gear didn't really increase that much, so... But no, we're having fun. We found some stuff to do, some fights to take. It always seems like almost every fight is still, if we mess up even slightly, absolutely easy for us to just die, and there's nothing that can be done.
You're still willing to fight?
So you have to kind of be on point. So like I said, the Colonel has improved, like, a lot. Like, working with me, and it's rare that he just seems to completely ignore what I say, but it happens occasionally. He's using his invis much better, and we're finding interesting and different ways now to, like, pull enemies over and such. Like at one point he jumped over to this area and then he hid. And then he just threw a dagger to aggro them. And there was a whole bunch of teleportation went around, so he invised himself. It was like a chasm. He had to teleport over to this place. And then they ran up to where he was. I pulled them over with my teleport. And then we murdered that one while the others were busy doing other things. He came back over and he jumped back across. So we were able to focus on one. Then another one jumped over and I threw that one back over across. So it was really only one at a time we ever had to deal with. It was really nice. So yeah, it's quite cool. You little swine, that monster was mine. Dang it, I finally find something that may be worth fighting down here, and you go and take it out. You owe me a corpse, butthead. I mean, mind if I take yours? You can try. Whatever. Hannah sent you, didn't she? Trying to get me to go home and be a lady and all that crap? Both of you can kiss my butt. I dropped something real important in these ruins. I think I might know where it is. Maybe. And I'll be darned if I leave without it. Huh. I wonder what's over here. But before I do that,
Come on out.
I'm going to look at other stuff.
Okay, later. Come on out.
They want a hippopotamus for Christmas. That's Splooch's favorite
Okay, later.
Christmas song, by the way. Only a hippopotamus will do. It's funny. Alright. There's no map in here either. Is this what you're looking... Oh, wait. I got the key. I am not talking to you again, lady. Go away. The key may lead to the map. Yes. Uh-huh. Well, that didn't lead me to where I wanted to go. By golly. Well, if we ever return to this place, I have the key, assuming I can find the door. I know the door is somewhere. Maybe this way? This place is a headache and... Aha, it is this way. This place is a headache and a half. Yeah, let's try it. Meh, not right now. The padlock has been opened. Oh boy howdy, what's going to be in here? That's literally just put us back to the other side of the place. I think it did. I think it literally just put us on the other side. Well, oh wait, oh, there's another padlock over here. Yay! Now where are we going? Okay, well I think I actually want to be in that other area. Maybe. Well, if nothing else, we got the key. We still gotta find whatever the heck it is that she dropped now. And this leads to a door that I'm totally going to be able to open. And another treasure chest. Please, for the love of God, be the map. Oh, I hate you so very much, game. Why? Why are you so cruel and unusual? Why must you tease me with maps that don't exist? Oh. I'm scared. They're going to hurt me. I'm a delicate flower. Leave me alone. There are so many apes. Ah! Ooh. Ooh, shiny. Oh god, for the love of God, go! Alright. Let's do it, monkeys. Unreal that I found that many places and none of them had the map. That's crazy sauce.
Come on, let's kick some A.
So tomorrow's about a normal day for me at work, and then I have some kind
How
of
you like
meh
that?
days following that. I prefer opening always. And I usually do get to open. But on Wednesday and Thursday I'm closing. Which basically means, unless I can manage to drag myself out of bed, which is usually pretty difficult for me, before I go into work, I won't be getting any more recordings or anything done on those days, which sucks. Well, I might be able to get 1 or 2 done. Whereas if I open, I can usually get 3 to 5 done. Something like that.
How do you like that?
It really depends on how much oomph I've got. Bound, but no. No, we went to the Blood Moon Island and then we left. Because apparently the Black Ring is there, and the Colonel's all scared of the Black Ring, so he doesn't want us to accept any help from them. Yeah, it's nasty. And then I took the ferry ride over, and he led me through a bunch of death fog and killed off my 2 people. And then the Colonel teleported to my dead bodies and resurrected me. Then we go to fight him, and once again, because I wanted to kill the ferryman for what he did, he just spewed death fog on me and killed my 2 guys again. I'm like, what? I was not happy.
Little by little.
So basically, I had to sit off to the side until we started to chain disable him. Once we did that, I was able to jump back in and do some damage. But ugh. No, we're expecting the Blood Moon Island to be one of the last places we have to go. I mean, we could be wrong. Oh, I don't have any harvest points left. That sucks. I mean, we could very easily be wrong. Like, that might not be the... Oh, this is not good. Don't see me! He saw me! Oh, he's gonna chase me to the ends of the earth. Alright. Well, there's bound to be some other stuff that we can do here. Why am I always targeted, man? Why you guys always gotta come after me? I'm just some random dude who just happens to be in the same place you are. Don't need to try to kill me all the time. Oh, this is so much hate. Ah! Please be a map. Well, we did get some Astra alloy. That was one of the things that we were looking for. I want to say Emmy? Oh boy, howdy.
Let's do this.
I'm bringing somebody in. You killed all on the Blood Moon Island. Well, that's what I think what we're planning to do too. Did you accept the source point that they were going to give us for free? Or the Colonel thinks there's going to be something attached to that. That, like, we're going to be cursed or something terrible. So he didn't want to do it. Like, at this point, we have a few skills that require 2 source points. Or, even if we don't, like, the Colonel's bubble is amazing. That's, like, our best thing. And he also, with Bane, he has a fire slug he can summon, which is pretty cool. Yeah, the fire slug has saved our lives, or at least been a cool addition multiple times. He also has his incarnate now that he can empower. So that's pretty neat. I think I'm going to probably... I don't know. Like, I don't want all of us to have the same type of skills. I know you said that there's, like, 2 things that you do with everybody. Summons and... Like, everybody had summons, and then I think you also said you had, Necromancer on at least 1, if not more than 1 people. I'm trying to diversify a bit more. but I think getting summons on maybe my main character or something might also be beneficial, even if they're lesser summons. Just more stuff for things to attack. I think we're like level 14 or 13 now.
Surpass my mother.
And I just got over
There's
1,000
still plenty
HP
of power
for my
left
main,
in
for the
these
Red
old
Prince.
bones.
So that's kind of cool. This is absurd. Got the rose thorn. Hey, I got a tarnished earring. I guess that's the thing that we were missing. Did it just say 6 links? This might go very badly.
Get the upper hand.
You did quests for demons. They gave you a source point if you're correct. Then kill them because you had a contract on them. Black Ring died because they are the Black Ring. Yeah, I kind of wanted to go that route too. The Colonel is very hesitant to do so. Like, I get it. Like, it could be bad, but it might not be. There's no guarantee it's going to be bad. But it's probably going to be bad. And, again,
Let's clean up these
I'm definitely
things.
I'm definitely murdering all the Magisters that I can. Like, that is 100% one of my goals. I do not like Magisters. If there's an option to kill them, I'm killing them. However, that also doesn't mean that I'm going to side with the Black Ring, because I think they're much worse than the Magisters, maybe, or at least also really bad. So, I'm not going for the lesser of two evils. I'm going for no evils.
Attack them from their flank!
And also, the Colonel is wanting to betray me. His rogue is like, oh, I'm going to become the God Woken. No, I'm the Red Prince. Clearly, I am the choice. And you are my servant, therefore, you can't be trusted. Ooh! At least it wasn't Eclipse 4. I remember that. That hurt. My problem is Malady is out there, and I don't want to kill Malady.
They just keep coming.
So I don't know. I'm not sure what we're gonna do yet, but we're still finding things to do, so that's the important part. As long as we're staying busy, it's all good.
We're counting on you.
Thank you.
Ah. I think Mutana and I might try Fortnite at some point. It's one of those things. It might be fun occasionally to play once in a while with like two to four friends, but I can't see that being something that I do frequently, and it's definitely not something I would only do. Because a lot of people only play Fortnite or PUBG or whatever, and the concept of the game is cool. It's interesting, but I haven't played it. But I have to imagine it's a massive time commitment, and something just silly, stupid, or just really dumb could ruin everything. So I don't know that I really would even want to... Like, I'm almost at the point where I don't want to try it just in case I end up liking it, because I imagine that would just screw everything up. Okay, she will be safe. Alright, good. I mean, I'm sure she's a horrible, bad person, and we're going to end up having to kill her eventually anyway, but for now,
I'm just getting started.
she's been useful. So I'd rather not murder her if I don't have to.
Come on, troops.
Alright, well, this is actually a pretty rough fight here. Like, I get I can play Dota 2 over and over again, same map, there's the same type of characters, it's the same thing every game. Even though, like, depending on which characters you play as and the roles you play, I mean, there is a ton of diversity in every single game of Dota 2. Even if there's 90% of the game in and of itself is the same, right? So I imagine like Fortnite and PUBG and all those, DayZ, what was it, H1Z1 or something like that? Yeah, that's what it was. H1Z1. All those games. It's an interesting concept and it's uber popular, but I mean, I have to imagine you probably spend an hour or 2 hours or more per game that you play, only to lose. I don't know. I don't think the fun is enough there, and committing that much time, energy, and effort into something I don't know. It's hard. I feel like I'm sort of contradictory because I play Dota 2. So I'm like playing the same type of thing that is a huge time commitment and everything else, but I don't know. I just can't see any of those games going shorter. If you play really well at Dota 2 and you crush your enemy, you can finish the game in 10 minutes, maybe. And then you also rarely go much more than like 40. 40 minutes is usually where it's over by that point for sure. And then every once in a while you get those long epic games where it's like, okay, this was awesome. Whether we won or lost, this was really, really cool. Whereas I imagine those other games, those are all just hours and hours every time. I can't imagine any of them being super quick. I don't know, I like Losa a lot. Have you actually done anything with Losa, Kara? Losa's pretty cool.
I'm good. This must be
I
my
must
lucky day.
surpass
Sweet,
my mother.
we got
I
Restore
feel
3.
stronger than I did before.
We are gaining quite a bit in levels
I need
here
the
at
other
least.
one.
Silent
The
Gas,
other
okay.
one.
Whoa, Silent Gas. Wonder what that is. Is it heavy on methane? Just saying. Wrong button. Where are we at now? Alright, well, we're battle rank 36. We've gone up 4 battle ranks. It's not too bad. Really wish I didn't use up my dude. I didn't realize there was going to be so many things to dig up. I'm still very frustrated and angry that we do not have the key. That is just stupid to me. Leave me alone! I don't know how to get out of here. I think it's this way and then... Oh, ooh, another one. Please be the map. Please, 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 please. Not the map. I think I go... Whoa! I think I go left here. Oh my gosh. That was close. I believe this is our way out. Oh, you wish you didn't make your own character into Glosa. Yeah, I'm actually really glad I took the Red Prince. He's a lot of fun to play as. A lot of cool options and stuff for him, and I definitely feel like it's better to play as one of the main characters. It's just better overall for the story and everything else. Whereas the Colonel went with the undead guy, and... well... meh. That's my opinion. Meh. Leave me alone, Flutterby. Oh, we'll find it eventually. I'm pretty sure it's this way. It astounds me now when I can't remember, like, every single map. Because that used to be a thing that I would do. Like, I would be able to map out entire... Oh, I went the wrong way. I would be able to map out entire dungeons, instances, everything in my head. I knew exactly where to go all the time, everywhere. Like, from one time in there. I could navigate almost anything. It was pretty cool as a skill, I guess, but yeah, not so much anymore. At least I still have a rough idea what I'm doing. Alright, so we can finally turn this silly nonsense in. Give me the map or I'll kill you, Hina. Huh? What's that you're holding? Show it to me. Holy heck, that's my earring. Where the heck did you find that? I've been looking for that thing for all over this hole. Okay, that almost makes up for having bogarted my trophy monster before. Yes, I won't have to break your legs after all. The tarnished earring was snatched away. But don't think you'll get off this easy twice. Try that again, and you'll regret it. Now, back to Hannah. She's probably going ape crap by now. Oh man, I'm covered in dirt and grime. I just know Hannah's gonna throw a fit again. Of course she is. Ifin, Sybil, and Red. Yeah, we got Ifin killed. He helped us with a fight that the Colonel had his collar removed by winning the arena. And when he won the arena, he got his collar removed. He went up and we were killing off all the magisters in town, and Ifin decided to join us in one of those fights, and he died. We tried to resurrect him, but nope. So he did. Oh, it's my brave traveler, returning triumphant. He arrived just a while ago. Thank you for your help. Still, she looked as though she'd been pulled through a pigsty. You know, you ought to be more careful when handling a lady. Well, she's back safely, and that's what really matters. I really do appreciate it. Say, what was it that she dropped in the first place? She wouldn't say a word about it. Alright, let me just do an overly obnoxious shrug. Huh, an old tarnished earring. So that's what it was. Hina and I saved up and bought those earrings when we were children. To think, she still treasures them so. Anyway, this is no time to travel down memory lane. It's time for me to give you your reward. 2,000 money. The Ace Salia and the Snowflake. This is a promise for next time we meet. Feel free to consider it an IOU. Hopefully then we'll have the luxury of creating a firmer and deeper connection. Look forward to it. I certainly am. Until we meet again. Jeez, lady. It's a little on the nose, isn't it? My goodness. A flower from Hannah that represents a new beginning. A pure white flower? Petals are reminiscent of falling snow. And the Ace Salia. Redstone known as the rock's jagged talon. So we have a few of these now. These Salia things. The Shend, the Mono. Okay, whatever. By the way, necro skill used for summon skills. Bone Widow saved your butt many times. Healing from all the blood and armor skill from the bodies is really good. Interesting. I think with my current setup, I think I have like 3 points in necro. Even though I don't actually have any, like with my current equipment. So maybe that's something I'll get a point or two in, and hopefully we can keep some of the equipment around. What else? I also have some sort of like vampire blood thing, where if I'm standing in a big pool of blood, I can apparently heal for up to like 500 points of damage or something, depending on the size of the blood, with the Red Prince. And I didn't have it on my bar because I didn't realize or forgot or whatever, I don't know. I just noticed it in like one of the last couple episodes, that it's an item thing, and you don't have to actually memorize item like skills that are just there. You just have to put them on your bar. I'm like, oh, haha, should have done that. Awkward. Alright, let's see what this guy has to say. Sonny, you knew about that monster, right? The one that fought some ancient hero for decades before being sealed beneath the desert? Please don't send me back to that place. Thing is, it seems like the monster has been brought back. Luckily, it hasn't started making too much trouble just yet. Still, a bunch of shady-looking out-of-towners have been skulking around lately, and they sure look like they want trouble. Monster trouble. I heard this ancient hero was resurrected to boot. The whole thing stinks of conspiracy, I tell you. And it's got to be stopped before it gets too, or goes too far. Call me the Stop Master. Wait, scratch that. Never call me that. Good. Then go to the Great Subterrane. Wander around enough and you'll find an island within the shifting sands. And that's the place. I actually know where that's at. Of course, you muck up and that ancient warrior will come after you. Don't even think about facing them both. You'd be a zombie sandwich. Well, I guess we're going to do this. Or at least attempt this as our last feat before we end the stream. Or maybe we'll break it off midway through. Still, we've accomplished a bit. We've leveled up some. I'm going to make another save point. So, again, a word of caution. Before you go through Nagapur's aqueducts and you get to the end and you go to start fighting the bosses, make sure you make a separate save point before you get into that area. Because if you don't, you're going to regret it. Alright. What is this? It's an item bonus.
Okay, later.
Run like the wind, Binky. Alright. I think I want to go straight. No, I didn't actually want to do. Oh, good. It didn't work. Perfect. I didn't want to fight you. You guys are really weak. I just want to get to the end of the little cabin and call it a day. How many points in the Necro skill did you have, and how late into the Necro, or into the game, did you end up getting
Come on out.
the Blood Widow, or Bone Widow? I'm sorry.
Okay, later.
Really? Oh, I can do that. There's no way it's red, right? It's not gonna work, is it? It did work. Oh. Well, this might go terribly wrong. No, I want to get to the... Darn it. Defeat the Absolute Queen. Sure. We'll take all of the one character out at once. Alright.
Come on, let's kick some A.
Alright, we're gonna kick some A, boys and girls. Yeah! That was actually pretty tremendous amount of damage. Just a basic attack. Oh, what do you got for a silencer? That might be neat, nice, interesting, good, possibly not bad. Just 2 Necro, 1 AP skill. Oh, that sounds good. Oh no, it's too quick. Darn it. Ooh.
What's this?
Come on. I'm not that bad. I mean, I am, but not really. I'm medium bad. I'm only medium bad.
I'll make you remember the name Emma Honeywell.
Oh, okay. Let's see how this all plays out. We're gonna heal them. We're gonna use restorative herbs on hopefully ourselves at some point. Nope, just on other people. There we go. Now we get to heal ourselves. Perfect.
I owe you one.
Ooh, she's got something. That's a good something too. Look at that.
Strong.
Uh-oh. Laser breath. Poison gas. Well, we're beating the Absolute Queen. Bit by bit, piece by piece. Keep your HP up. Finish them off. Finish them off. Lord David's group has over 3,000 health now, which is pretty good. Oh boy, that's going to leave a mark.
Be careful.
Be careful. I talk like this because I smoked a lot when I was younger. But now, I've given up the habit.
What's this?
Meh. So my guess is if we're going to roll in there with, like, to do the boss fight again, if we're going to roll in there with, like, 3,500 plus HP for each of our groups, I think we could probably survive it. Again, I don't know how the scaling is going to work, and again, we need different skills and stuff, but still. Yeah, but there's a trick that you get Necro 2, plus you need summoning to make the Bone Widow strong. It scales with summoning. Will summon not Necro. Oh. That's unfortunate. What? You killed that sealed monster? Yeah, I guess it ain't anything bad then. Good job, Sonny. Yeah, take this. But you know, lately some spooky stuff's been going on in Baltarosa. Look out for angry ghosts, Sonny. Well, I got a meeting, so later. Okay. Well, we did a lot of stuff in Baltarosa. Let's go to the... Since that was like a no... Like a really short one. Let's go to That does look menacing, doesn't it? Let's do this. Let's go to the castle, I think it was. There was another mission there for us. Learn the new spell of remedies? Yeah, go for it. No, I want you to focus on what you do, buddy. Herbs. Yes, absolutely get herbs. Hexes. I already told you to do this. Why are you asking me again? Traps. I don't know. Maybe? Yeah, you know what? I don't know what it did. I never looked. I don't care. Take it. Yep, you can have my bracelet. We need to have superior cotton. Oh, or is your underwear chafing? Is that your problem, buddy? Purple Divian rawhide. Oh gosh. Yeah, I found some. Alright, to the castle we go. Yeah, I have 2 necro from gear already, so okay. Something to think about, and we can always switch gear in if we need the stat. That's fine, we'll figure it out. Alright, what do you have to say? Lady Bertrude is quite stoic about it, but this business with her daughter really pains her. Thank heavens the Lady Charlotte has returned safely. The Duchess is very, very relieved. To think Lady Charlotte was exposed to such danger. This is a blight to the honor of Baltarosa. Mother only wants what's best for me. She raised me herself. I cannot betray her trust. If only he could understand. Welcome, traveler. You have done well to make your way through the great desert. I am Bertrude de Baltarosa. I trust you've visited our market. I'm certain you'll be impressed by the various rare items offered for sale there. What's up, little dude? 1,000 years ago, there's my weird flag thing doing stuff again. There was a great kingdom in the desert. The military was renowned around the world, and within that force was the Queen's Guard, the Skylo. Their prowess in battle is still sung in legend today. They were heroes who sealed countless wild monsters, a brotherhood who protected their queen like an iron wall. Skilled warriors who could win while outnumbered 1,000 to 1. However, sorry. Lungs. However, they were eventually destroyed by their own strength. They turned into monsters and turned upon the Imperator. The Imperator. Whatever. The Imperator. The Imperator. Imperator. Immediately struck back after a fierce battle on both sides. The Imperator took the Teo Tai and sealed the Mantro Skylo. Young traveler, this is no simple nursery tale. After 1,000 years, the Mantro Skylo have returned. They assemble against Baltarosa to take back the Teo Tai. This cannot be allowed, no matter the cost. Somehow, the force that was strong enough to even plague the Imperator himself, must be defeated. Baltarosa is calling all men of action to assist in its defense. Traveler, will you go to the Salamander's belly and fight with us as well? Sure. The Vanguard and Batwing formations would be best for this battle. However, both are lost arts. This will not be an easy fight. Okay, time to give up. Yeah, but I gotta try. Then go, Traveler. I have the Vanguard, I think. Are we going right into a combat? I need to change my formation. Well, this will... Oh my god, they has dragon. Okay. Yeah, no, this is, Boy, howdy. Oh, you're the worst. Stand your toes. Well, I guess we're kind of split. I don't... Oh, this looks bad. This looks really bad. It's cool, though. It's different. I don't have to go to some random place and just do stuff. Aw, he's not smacking him with a shield anymore. Makes me sad. Well, that seems simple enough, but doesn't it always? Who of you guys have chicken? It is the Colonel on his rogue guy.
Damn it!
And who plays the scoundrel? Same thing. He also has that skill as well. So the Colonel has both of those. And he's got chloroform as well to put stuff to sleep.
You'll find no fitter opponent than I!
Alright, we should be able to finish this off. Why not? As long as we take down everybody else, and then we deal with the dragon later.
Seems the fiends want a battle.
It's an Omicron. They do work pretty well together. He actually uses both of those fairly often. The only downside is occasionally the AI just doesn't move the target, so they just stand there. But they do work really well together. And a few times they've almost killed themselves.
Prepare yourself.
Or at least did vast quantities of damage. I now have 3-ish different healing things on my main character. And one of those is like the cryostasis thing, which I'm not super impressed with. I don't particularly care for that one or like it. I mean, I could close in. I don't think I want to yet. I'm just gonna stay on my toes. I can attack that one from afar. I can target this one and heal myself with item arts. Okay, whatever.
You know you owe me now.
Rupture tendons, yeah, bleeds to death.
Sound like
Bleed.
a hair
Yep,
surgery.
yeah, we've used that countless times. It doesn't always work though. They just like literally half the time they just stand there. I don't know why. It seems like less now. It used to be quite often they would just stand there and not move. But now lately it seems like they're doing more. Which is good, I guess. I mean, if I can just do area attacks from afar. You were really close. Why are you so close? I'm actually quite worried for you right now. And I can close in and go after them. Does not seem like a smart idea. Alright, hold on. I think I need to close in. I can't just do area attacks from afar if they're already in combat with these guys. I have, what is it? I have the something shot that shoots and ignores armor, and it pierces through like multiple targets. That's pretty cool. I like that one a lot. If this isn't much stronger than the regular green dragon, we might be okay, but if it's a lot stronger, then we're going to have a serious problem. Alright, give it to all you've got. I'm going to have you play it by ear, hoping that you heal yourselves. I'm actually going to have you heal others too. I'm going to try to play it as safe as we can. Oh good, they're not doing stupid things yet. That's good. What is this going to do to us? Mediocre.
Stop slacking.
The gay bulk should be ready to go here soon. And we're going to heal him up. And we're not going to trigger the guy to be angry either, which is great. This is working out fantastically well. Okay. Oh. I don't know what this skill is. I haven't seen it before. Earth Render?
Great!
Resonance Edge did some work. That didn't do too bad. Uh-oh. What did that do? Keep your HP up. Why are you unable to summon your thing? Back with Mystic Arts. Why don't you give it all you got? You have a lot of AP. Go for it, buddy.
Hang in there.
Restore up. Restore once more.
Coming at you.
Cascade strike. Like a boss. Get him, Emma. Blade Dancer 2. Or Emmy. And my Battle Mage has Warfare as well. So I do a lot of knockdown skills. I also, what else is it? I have Warfare and I have Air Magic and a little bit of Water Magic. So I have healing through the Water Magic. I have some magic damage I can do, and again, I have like frost spells and stuff, but I have some magic damage and buffs and things I got from Air Magic, including Teleport and like Nether Swap, whatever it's called. So I've got a lot of mobility, and that's really helping us a lot. Cloaking before fight and drag exploding barrel, then initiate the battle by exploding. Ooh, that's interesting. The Colonel's, I don't know. He comes out of invisibility accidentally way too often for that to be 100% viable. Play by ear, keep your HP up, keep your HP up. Are we petrified? Oh, I'm so sorry. I freaked out because I feel like he just killed us. Hey, he just dropped Rush. Ooh,
Not bad.
that hurt a little bit. And I don't think we have any way of bringing back Rush. Like, it's literally, he's the only character out of the entire group of people that we have that cannot die. And it seems like he's always the one who dies. It's ridiculous.
In your face.
Oh, that's not good. It didn't kill us, though. No, I don't want to do that. Hold on. Your HP up. Keep your HP up. The field of view, yeah, if you hold control, yeah, you can see the field of view. It's not, well, when you're invisible, it doesn't matter. Are you talking about stealthing, like sneaking, or are you talking about like Chameleon's cloak? Because he's got that too. But he always runs out of that.
Do you require assistance? Not bad.
Alright, looks like we'll get some more healing done here. I mean, we'll probably get through this, but I think it's gonna, once again, have Rush as the low end of the totem pole. Which might not be the worst thing in the world. If he himself is a little bit lower, yet the rest of the crew gets stronger, that might keep our overall battle rank lower, and therefore make the fights slightly easier? I don't know. I don't know why he's not able to get the Gay Volg out to actually do some fighting. It's actually quite frustrating. Oh good, they killed Lord David. Now everybody's botched. Oh my gosh.
Damn it.
No, they didn't. What? Why did they botch? Oh, they killed Pagus? Oh man. That's really bad because they were supposed to be healing. Well, at least we have one group that's still alive. The dragon just like eats somebody and it's instantly dead.
Get ready.
Oh, never mind. I'm an idiot. It's fine. It was my own person. They like killed Emma. That's what it was. And we were already botched because of that. Never mind. It's fine. Like, I could have sworn that wasn't David or Pagus. I was so confused. I'm like, why? Why is this happening? Give offensive support. No, we gotta hurry and heal them, and then we gotta clear status ailments. Have to be cautious this time around. I mean, they're doing okay. Take a character with highest strength, pack as much stuff to Oh, and then drop that on the enemy? I haven't tried that. I've heard people using dropping stuff on people for damage. I tried it with something, but it wasn't like loaded down with weight. And it didn't seem to do any damage, so I was very underwhelmed with it. But again, could just be that there was no weight added to it. Keep your HP up! Refresh. I guess it's fine. Let's see here. Combat arts. Sure. Give it all you got. See if you can't bring him down before he does his horrible fire breath again, with the potential to murder us all. Okay. We got him down to the last quarter here.
Stop slacking.
Double strike. Follow-up attack. Follow-up attack. And slice and dice. Not bad. Did not do much. Wind shear. Oh, he dodged it. That's rough. Double dodge. Ooh, that hurt. And here comes the breath. I'm pretty sure Pagus is down. Oh, he lived. Oh God, Lord David. What? Why are you so hurt, man? Oh boy, howdy. That's all Oh, they're down. Oh, that really hurt. Dang it. Come on, guys. Pull your stuff together. Store 3, switch back, magic missile. We need some more healing. You guys, well, I guess they don't all have healing abilities. Oh, you're healing. Okay. Store 3 onto them. Woo! Boy, what is wrong with you? Well, I guess you're going all in because you can't heal.
Here we go.
Come on, boys. Double strike 2. I like it. Show them what's what. Violet. Almost called her Velvet. And restore 3. Cast it on the other people. Come on. Okay, come on. Double wind shear. Not going to be enough, is it? Can you block or dodge? Finish him off. Ha! It's over. Well, they got a lot stronger-ish. Hey, bird, what's going on? Oh, now you'll crush them with
I hope I've grown stronger than before.
Excellent.
Okay.
Mystic powers.
Well, they got a lot more powerful. Again, that might not be a bad thing. I mean, I feel like it's a little bit of a bad thing, but it might not be that bad. Considering that's going to make them stronger. And hopefully not raise our battle rank too much. I think it's all based off of Rush, but I'm not sure. Oh, did you defeat the Mantros Skylo? Yeah. I see. You struck without hesitation. Then I give you this. 20,000 gold. That's mildly impressive. Baltarosa's crisis has passed. Still, why would the Mantros Skylo betray the Imperator to begin with? Perhaps someday the truth will come to light. Till then, be well, young traveler. Thank you. If you have, what is it? If you have telekinesis, I don't know if you need as much strength. Maybe you do. I'm not sure. But I thought with telekinesis you can lift a lot of stuff. Sure. Yep, we're going to do that too. Alright, so what we're going to do now is we're going to head to this market. And we're going to break off the episode, or the stream as it were. And we'll continue again next weekend, guys and gals. Starting with Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. And I will see you guys then, I suppose.